Well, hello everyone and welcome to my hobby home. My name is Cathy. Thank you so much for joining me today. As you can tell by the thumbnail, we're going to do a little shopping haul that I did at Stitchin Heaven in Quitman, Texas at the Icy Stars Quilt Retreat. And guys, I have some of it laid out here on my table. I have so much stuff. Now, I will tell you some of the stuff that I got. When you go to a quilt retreat, a lot of times there is a table that has unwanted, orphaned fabrics, blocks, scrap pieces, patterns. I did take quite a few patterns and put them on the table. And guys, I mean, so much stuff to go through and look at. So I'm going to show you those things first, the things that I got off of our scrap table, and then I will show you things I purchased and some things. Guys, this group of ladies was absolutely amazing and so generous. I will tell you some of the scoop of the things that we did and we learned. So y'all come along. I hope you enjoyed this. So first thing, guys, I got some very, very cute fabrics off of our scrap table. Someone had this cat in the hat. It's a scrap. Looks like it's half of with the fabric, maybe. And yeah, it looks like maybe it's instead of a fat quarter, it's like a half a width of fabric, about 18 inches. So half a yard, kind of. But yeah, so I thought when I saw this, oh, that would be so cute, because my grandbabies love Cat in the Hat. And I may just make them a little pillow out of this. Do one side, the cat in the hat. And guys, look at this other side. Is this not the cutest? This is a Robert Kaufman fabric. And let's see here. It is with the it is full width of fabric. It looks like that's about how wide it is. So it looks to be about a yard of that. But I thought it would be really cute to cut this maybe into 5-inch squares and to do a patchwork pillow, or do one color on one side, one on the other side. But I really thought my grandbabies would love a pillow out of this. So the other fabrics I got, now this one here, when I saw this fabric, I waited to the last day so everyone could have their pick over what was on the table, except for the Dr. Seuss or Cat in the Hat fabric. I grabbed that when I saw it first. But this I thought was so pretty. It is a Joan Kessler for Concord Fabrics, created in the USA. I just love this. I thought this was a very pretty border fabric. I thought it might make some cute pillows, you know, throw pillows, or, you know, floor pillows. The big, large floor pillows for my grandbabies to play on. But I really liked that. Now, the next piece I got is like a panel. And well, I'm going to use it as a panel. It's by David Textiles. And I'm just going to make a little quilt for my granddaughter. And I just saw this and I thought, oh, that is so beautiful. She would love this. And I figured maybe what I should do is experiment with quilting in the hoop on my machine. So this is perfect fabric to do that with, because baby girl is not going to know that it's not perfect. So she'll love it anyway. And the next fabric that I got, see, I got so much fabric off the scrap table. And like I said, this was left the last day. Is this beautiful print right here. Y'all know I am going to be, if you're not new here, you know this, and if you've watched a few of my videos, that I'm going to be doing some pillowcase dresses for my granddaughter for the summer. And I messaged Kiara Osborne. She has her own channel at Kiara Osborne. That's ChiaraOsborne. She has a beautiful little dress on a stand behind her. And I just asked her, I was like, I need that pattern. So I got the pattern. I ordered that pattern this morning, I think. So I need to go online and check my email here because I don't have access to that email address at work, not even on my phone. I don't have my my channel email address on my phone. So everything I do is from here. So I thought, well, that would be beautiful because I know I've got some coordinating fabric with this. So we're going to try making that baby a dress out of that. I have some other fabric already sitting over here on the table. And y'all know that blue paisley fabric, the blue and pink paisley fabric that I've shown y'all before that I'm going to make baby girl a dress out of. Guys, I got this at the retreat last year. I remembered where I got that from. I got that from retreat last year. So that's the kind of fabrics that you can get on the scrap table at retreat. People have all this fabric and they just realize, I'm not going to use it. So let me tell you a little bit about retreat though. I know the video that you guys saw Saturday was telling you how I forgot so much stuff, and that is not a joke. I really did. So let me show you a few of the things that I had to purchase because I'm so absent-minded. I was thankful that Stitchin Heaven was right there and I could just go next door and get what I needed. I would have liked Walmart prices, and there was a Walmart 30 minutes away, but I was like, I'm here to support Stitchin Heaven. I'm here to support the retreat. So that's what I did. So the first thing that I had to purchase, well, I didn't have to because they had one, but if you're making these Nantucket bags, you know how important it is to have an iron at your table. So I went and got this little Mighty Notions. It's not the Mighty Steamer or something like that. This is the Mighty Notions. I will not be putting water in this because I do have the the mini steamer iron, and it turns everything brown. So I don't use the steam on this because I'm figuring what's happening, because this is designed exactly the same way. I'm thinking what is happening is that steam is coming out right in this area and it's getting all that lint and it's burning. So I'm just not doing that. So the iron was the first thing I had to purchase. And along with an iron, you need the cutting mat. And this was a rotating one. I asked them if they actually had a mat and cutting board together, and they did not. I had one that I had laid out to go with me and forgot it completely. This right here is the one that I meant to take with me. And you see it's got the Missouri Star thing still on it. This here came in our box, our Jeannie's Countdown to Christmas box this past year, and I thought, oh, fabulous, I get to use that. Well, I didn't get to. I forgot it. But I had to get me a pressing mat also. So I have both the cutting mat and the pressing mat that I had to buy because I just didn't have what I needed. And guys, I know what happened. I was packing and I kept getting phone calls. My husband kept asking me about the cats to make sure they had everything they needed. And I know that's what happened. I was sidetracked, worried about my cats. And I was like, I've just got to get out the house. I've got to get on the road. I've got to go. So that is why I forgot so many things. I even forgot I had to do a Walmart run, guys. This. Now, if you use the fusible grid to make these Nantucket bags, and guys, if you're not using the fusible grid, you are doing yourself a disservice because that gets it done so fast, and you can see exactly how your bag is going to lay out if you're using that fusible grid. I showed a lot of women about the fusible grid, and you know, I don't think a lot of them had ever seen it, so I'm so happy I could have brought that along with me and shown how it works. Nisha, girl, if you were watching, I'm so happy. I can't wait to see what you do with that. But, you know, we kind of showed each other things that we did with it. But I always take a piece of parchment paper. When I lay my fabrics out on that fusible grid, I will put the parchment paper on top of it. So when I iron over the top of it, that I'm not getting any of the sticky off the fusible grid on the bottom of my iron. Now, one of the other ladies did tell me about, she uses, I think it was Nisha, she was telling me that the Teflon sheets that you get with a heat press, you can also use. I know for me, my Teflon sheets are really thick, so it takes a longer time to heat it up. That's why I just use the paper. But guys, use what you've got. If you've got those Teflon sheets, use those. I mean, I dare say you could probably even throw it on your heat press and get it done faster. But, y'all, my heat press is over here on this side behind my design wall. So, I won't be using the heat press on mine anytime soon. So, let's see. Where do I start now? Let's start with our retreat gift. Now, everyone got a little retreat bag with your name. This would tell what we were doing. And look at that cute little charm. Guys, I love charms. I love zipper charms. And I'm going to take that off while I'm thinking about it, because I just absolutely love little charms. But let me show you what we got in the bag. Now, I know everybody kind of got something different in their bag, or I did. I think I saw a lot of people that had like chapsticks and things like that in theirs, and lotions. I didn't have a chapstick and lotion, but I did have a few things. And guys, I was telling y'all about Nisha that will be opening her own page up. It's like a shopping site. This is the QR code. I was not able to take a photo of it and put it in the last video, because every time I tried to take a photo of it, it took me to her page. But this is her card. Her name is Nisha Wiley. Guys, she's so much fun. I love to support small businesses, you know, women businesses. But we had these little hair ponies. I'll give that to my daughter. And y'all, I have my very first sticker on my machine. Now, I don't have my machine set up yet, so, and only I can see it. Like when I record, you won't be able to see it. But it is an Icy Stars Quilting sticker. So I had two of those, and I had myself, I got pour myself a cup of ambition. I got two of these. And then we got a free quilt pattern. It's a waterfall quilt pattern. And then we got some beautiful cards in here. And, you know, some inspirational cards in here. And then, let's see, got this. can't quite recall what this was. Oh, this is another zipper pull. It's a star zipper pull. So we got 2 zipper pulls, and we also got this cute little pair of scissors. I did use these on retreat, and they work really well. I like them, and I'll be using those here in my sewing room. But those are the things that came in our little gift bag. And I forgot one thing here because I've been using it. We got a little insulated cup with our names on it. So yeah, those were some of our participant gifts, I guess you could say, for the retreat. This is called the Refresh Retreat. Kristen with Icy Stars Quilting. I think she does 2 a year, maybe one in the spring and one in the fall. A lot of the ladies that were at this one were at the fall one. I can only do 1 retreat a year, just financially, that's all I can handle. Now, let's go on with some other gifts. A lot of times we do gifts for everybody in the group. I was unable to do it this year, and I think there was only one person that did do it, but she gave us our prescriptions for quilters. It's got Skittles in it. We actually played bingo with those. And guys, if you saw my last video, you saw the little flower zipper pull that I had. That was one of my winnings for playing bingo. I won a bingo, the very last one. How about that? But I won at bingo, and that's what I got, was a zipper pull. Now, Miss Carol, Kristen's mother, I don't know, but she gave us a little thing. She's like, this is your little nighttime bag. When you go to bed, this is your little pillow bag. It has an Advil, which I needed that. This is the first time I'm actually opening this. We had a Segura Deli chocolate. I didn't even open this when I was there. Ooh, puffy eyes, dark circles, and wrinkles. Super collagen under eye patches. So this was our nighttime thing, and we got a little mask. So that was very thoughtful. I never opened it up because I had put it in our door. My roommate and I's door was locked when Miss Carol was going to put these on our pillows, and our door was locked, so she just brought them to us. So let's see, sewing things. Let me just show you some of the things that I purchased from Kristen directly. I got a candle. It's called Sewing Fireside. Guys, this thing smells amazing. Okay, my light went off there, but let me show you. I think it goes dark because this is right there. It's called Sewing Fireside. It smells fabulous. This smells so good, and I don't burn candles, but when I smelled that, I was like, oh, I've got to have that. I'll find a way to burn it in my sewing room. But I got that, and Kristen has a book out. It's called Quilt, Create, Thrive, and she actually signed this for anyone that wanted one of these books. She did sign them, and that was great. I've gotten through like the first 2 pages, but things got really busy, so I haven't been able to read it yet, but I will be sitting down with it soon and reading some books. So now let's get to the Stitchin Heaven items. I am going to show you one of the bags. I have 2 bags. They're about the same size. But this is one of my Stitchin Heaven bags right here. And it's got quite a few things in it. So let me take them out, and then I will show you everything I got. Well, y'all, my camera died, so I had to get you started back. I had to charge just a little bit. But where we were was things I purchased from Stitchin Heaven. Now, I have quite a few things here, but guys, they have a room now that is nothing but clearance, fabrics, patterns, all the things. I'm going to show you some of the things I got there. First thing that I got is this Kimberbell disc here. I don't know if it's an embroidery CD. So I don't know if I have a CD player on my computer. I don't know. But if I don't, I can figure it out, I'm sure. But it is so pretty. Look at that. I love this little umbrella there. I was thinking about maybe making a cute little dress or raincoat for my grandbaby and putting an umbrella on it. That is just too cute. And it shows you all of that. But this being a CD, I know I don't have a CD thing on my computer, but I think I may have an external CD that I can use. I don't know. I'm sure I can figure it out. I'm sure I can take it somewhere and get it put on a thumb drive. Speaking of thumb drives, both times I've gone to Stitchin Heaven, I've gotten one of their thumb drives. You'll see there, $14.99. It's a 16. It says GM. I'm going to assume that's a gigabyte. I don't know. But I've gotten 2 of these now to put my embroidery patterns that I get on for my monthly box that I get. And that way I can keep up with them. Now, to hold these, I got a USB organizer. Now, it says OESD, which I have OESD drives, and they're pretty big, pretty thick. So, I'm guessing this is going to be smaller. It says embroidery makes everything better. I didn't know it said anything on it, but I had seen it on their website, and I was like, I really need to get one of those because my thumb drives, literally, let me see this one here. I'm going to show you where I have my thumb drive stored right now. Guys, look at there. That's where it's stored right now because I know if it's in that, I know where it is. And I won't lose it. And I do have several to do. Oh, this is really neat. I didn't open it. I just got it. It's got this little zippered pouch. These little pockets. These will hold the little ones as well. So this is one of my purchases that I made. That is a USB holder. Now, my intention was I wanted to get a quilt kit. They had buy one, get one half off, but I really did not see any quilt kits that just screamed at me, take me home. I didn't have that, but I did go in the clearance room and found a lot of fabric that did that. Now, if you got the 1 yard rolls, this is what I was telling y'all about before. They were really cheap. They're $5 now. But I saw this the first couple, like Friday, let's see, was it Thursday and Friday? I saw this. It was just calling me. Saturday, I bought it. Because I was like, no, I really don't need that. What would I do with that? It don't matter what I do with that. I love that fabric. It's beautiful. So I may be able to make something for my grandbabies. And then I saw this. Now, these are quilting fabrics. I saw that. And I thought that's a beautiful color. And I can use these in quilts also. But you'll kind of see a theme going on here with my fabrics. Well, this one here is folded funny. So let me roll it back up. I think people were unrolling them, these rolls. And it just made them, they're not so pretty rolled up right now. So I'm going to re-roll this one here so it's not looking so bad. But there were quite a few fabrics. And I mean, they didn't have them like they had them the time last year when I was there. They were in bins. And they were kind of color coded, broken down by colors. But this one here, I got this beautiful fabric there. And I can see taking these and making 3-yard quilts with some of them. You know, I mean, I've got high volume, low volume, no volume. And this one here, I think this is a fabric that I was using. And probably, I don't know. I think I kind of stayed away. They did have some of the fabric that I'm doing the color burst throw in. They had some of those in there also. But this is another one. Now, all of these that are rolled up like this are $5 a piece. So I got, you know, and they're 1-yard cuts. All of these are 1-yard cuts. So I got quite a few of them. That's a low volume there. I thought that would be pretty for a background or a 3-yard quilt. Anytime I can find just white in a yard, I get it. That's the only one I saw that they had. Now this one here has large prints on it. Somebody told me that one of these that I got was a caif. I don't know. I don't see any selvage on this. Wait. This one, oh, this one is a Free Spirit. Something collective. Oh, this is a caif. Wow. So this one is a caif. We were just talking about caif fabrics. I don't remember who I was talking with about caif fabrics. I think I was watching a live and somebody had said something about fabrics that they're really geared towards, and I was like, you must like caif. And y'all, Stitchin Heaven has a fabulous caif selection. Now this next fabric, I've never seen something like this, so I'm going to see if there is any selvage on it, and I don't see it. It looks like it's probably a batik. It feels like a batik. But look at that beautiful blue. I thought that was so pretty. You know, such a jewel tone blue to me. I mean, just such a beautiful blue. And I thought, well, that would be nice to get. And I don't know where my rubber band, oh, there it is. I lose things so easy, guys. Just so easy. But I have to put these rubber bands back on, or these fabrics just aren't going to be controllable for me. So, let's see. I've got 2, 4, 6, 8, 9. I got 10. So, I got $50 worth of clearance fabric. So, I got 10 yards of fabric for $50, though. That's how I'm looking at it. This last piece... oh, it looks like it's a caif also. Y'all, why am I drawn to these? But look at this. I thought that was so pretty. And of course, I thought my little granddaughter would love a dress made out of this. And because she loves bright colors, she's a girly girl. But I thought, you know, that would be a beautiful little dress for her. And all of these that have color in them, I had her in mind when I bought all of them. Because these are not colors that I would normally quilt with. But sewing with, yes, I would most definitely sew with these colors. Now, those are the fabrics that I purchased. The book that I got was this. It's Chex Mix Quilts. Y'all, they have so many books, and I had pulled 3 to look at. They had a Quilt to Valor book that I looked at, but it really just, it wasn't singing to me. And then they had another Quilt As You Go book that I looked at, and I was like, nah, I don't think so. I really want to learn how to do Quilt As You Go, but I'm going to show you, there's a picture of this quilt on the back. That one right in the middle, that quilt just, it sung to me. It really did. And see, they have it in a couple different photos there. There it is, you'll see. But there are several different quilts in here that I really, really liked. And I'm trying to get to them. This one is called Checkered Flag. I really like that one. And this is a Corey Yoder book. It could be an old book. Oh, there's a better. I can't show you that page because it's measurements. But I thought that one was really cute. I do love a lot of Corey Yoder fabrics. Okay, here it is. Y'all, I love this. It's called Checkpoint. That was the reason I bought this book. They have some others that I think are fabulous. She's got a Chicken in Twice, but they all have the checkerboard motif kind of in it. But I really, really like this book. And for me, if a book doesn't have at least 2 to 3 patterns that I like, especially for what I paid for this. Now, being that we were part of a quilt retreat there at their center, we did get a discount. So it wasn't a big discount, but we got a discount, so I'll take it. But I won't pay for a book if it doesn't have several patterns that I really, really like. And that was it that I can think of things that I purchased. Now, we did have some other ladies. My friend Nisha that I met, I'm so happy I met her. But she was flying, and she had purchased a bottle of Best Press, and had a little bit of it left, and she was just going to leave it and throw it away. I'm like, don't throw that away. I'll keep that. So I brought it home with me. And then I'm pretty certain that Margie is the one that gave me these. She had gone and bought these. She thought they would make a star. And they will make a star, but they're half square triangles, and you have to assemble them to make a star. And when she realized they weren't what she wanted, she was like, well, do you want them? Because I make half square triangles all the time. And I was like, well, absolutely, I would love them. Not that I can't make a half square triangle without the grid, but I've never made them with this paper. You see that paper? It shows how to make them. I've never made it with the paper, and when somebody is offering to give me something that I can try to up my skill level, I will graciously accept it. So, because that's, I can learn to use this paper, and I didn't have to spend my money. I hate that she did, though, and then it wasn't what she wanted, but that was the group of women that I was with. We shared knowledge. We shared tools. We shared, Best Press. we shared so much. We were just like a family. We shared everything, and it was so much fun. So guys, if you have the opportunity, which I know not everyone has the opportunity to do this, and I imagine in just a few years to come, I won't be able to do a quilt retreat because of the travel and what it does to me. It is Tuesday, and it is after 8 p.m. I came in, my parents and I and my daughter and my grandson, we all went out and ate. And then when I got home, I just sat in my chair and slept. And I just woke up before I started recording this. But it takes a huge toll on me to travel. And first off, I'm hurting. I start hurting, so I don't sleep well. And then I have a few nights of not sleeping well, and then I crash. Like my last day there, Saturday, I did very little sewing. I did no sewing at all on Sunday. but I did very little sewing on Saturday. I did a lot more resting. So it had already taken its toll on me because I drove in Wednesday. And, it was like my brain was just shutting down because I really needed to rest. I needed to relax. And that's what I did, and that's the great thing with Kristen's retreats. She does have things that she teaches you. She did a binding tutorial, which I came in on the last of it because I had been laying down taking a nap. And, but that's the cool thing about it. You can go sleep. You can, sew, quilt, read a book, sit out on the patio by the fire pit. We just had such a great time. And Kristen had a professional photographer out there, which is a friend of hers, taking headshots of everybody and photos. I hope to get mine because she did fabulous work. She did so many great pictures. And I got a picture of my friend Nisha and I together. Y'all, I keep saying Nisha. She is like my soul sister. We had so much fun together. And I got a picture with Kristen, and I didn't realize I forgot to get a picture with Miss Carol. Miss Carol is Kristen's mother. She is the absolute fabulous behind the scenes. She does all the things. So, Kristen, if you see this, I just am so grateful that I'm able to make your retreats. And I'm so grateful that I met you and your mother and all these wonderful women. We had such a blast, such a great time. So thank you once again. I know we all told you thank you, you and your mother both, Saturday and Sunday, but we so appreciate the effort you put in to making it great for us, and it was fabulous. So, guys, with that being said, that is it for my retreat. You saw yesterday the things I accomplished, and you saw today the things I purchased or was given or picked up on the giveaway table. So all things, though, can be used. They can be repurposed. So thank you so much, you all, for joining me. I hope you have enjoyed a little snippet of my retreat and my purchases at retreat. And let's see what we can do with these 10 yards of fabric. I'm sure I can bring it out to something. But guys, give me a thumbs up before you roll out of here. If you have not yet subscribed, please do. Click that notification bell so you don't miss anything that we're doing on the channel. And leave a comment. Tell me what you think. Do you love retreats? Have you been to a retreat? I do try to respond to each and every comment personally. And as always, until I see you again, I hope you have a very blessed day. Bye, guys. See you later.